Greetings, fellow armchair Imagineers. Tiki here.
Off to a great start.
And with me
Yeah.
are three other Tikis, who none of which want to speak, but that's okay.
One of us
I'm
is
Tiki.
able to have to figure out who it is.
One of us is not actually Tiki.
It's the one who started the broadcast.
So hello, welcome. The real Tiki will be here momentarily. He's doing stuff. I don't know. Tonight we are talking about stanza 7, the pin, and I know that because the title's directly in front of me for the first time since we've been doing this show.
There it is.
So, yeah, any general thoughts about the prompt?
It was unique.
Yeah,
it was a fun idea for a prompt, having us design an arcade.
No,
I
this
am
is-
walking into this completely blind.
No, this is definitely my favorite prompt of the season. If only just for how unique it is, but it was a ton of fun to work on. But anyway, first we have Team Space.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
cool.
Nigel, we never bring our dignity. This is more Pooh talk. I don't know what you're talking about.
I haven't had dignity. I don't think I've ever had dignity, honestly. So you can't break down what was never built up. So anyway, this is what is the name of this arcade?
Dignity is a foreign word to us here.
You're right.
This one is the...
The Marvelous Arcade.
Yes, thank you.
There we go.
Any general thoughts on this guy?
There were two of these that were picks that I expected, and this was one of them.
Yeah. I really like the concept behind it. I just feel like it was lacking in execution. But, shit happens. The ideas were definitely there.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, let's get into it. The map is great.
Always good to
What's
have.
going on?
Love a map.
I don't know who did the art below the map, but it's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I read this as Aragorn the Aardvark. And
there he is.
I was very confused by that crossover.
Yeah. I wish there was a little bit more detail with this. I love the actual animatronic. I love the concept art. I just don't really know what it is for.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool.
Yep.
I like it.
Little animatronic show, I guess.
I would
Yeah.
assume so.
Like a
I don't know if it's
stand-up. I mean, they made an anime. Once again, I don't remember who did this. That's their channel.
Homemade Imagineering.
Homemade Imagineering. Made an animatronic again, so that's pretty neat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Based on the description, it sounds like it is supposed to be like an animatronics show with like jokes and such.
Hmm.
I don't know how much that fits in an arcade.
I mean, it fits in there. We almost did an
Okay,
animatronic.
cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Chuck E. Cheese is an arcade, I suppose. I never played in the arcade. I just played in the little playhouse thing.
You just went to watch Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes. His name is Charles Entertainment Cheese, and I expect you to address him as such.
Do you want any tokens? No, I'm here to see Charles.
Speaking of Chuck E. Cheese, we got a pizza joint.
Yeah. It's pizza. It's cool. I don't have too much to say.
And then here's where you get the gifts. I think a gift shop in an arcade. Would that not be the ticket counter?
Yeah, that's one thing I just realized is that no one really talked about like ticket exchange.
Yeah, maybe they don't do tickets.
It might not. I don't know how it works in Dubai.
The arcades in Orlando don't have them, so
That's true.
True. They have those little credit card things like Dave and Buster's does.
Yeah. But
But
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, restaurant's good, store's good.
I
Pretty
like
cool.
the theming of each pizza.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like me a themed pizza.
Yeah.
Avengers Arcade Attack.
Is this the ride?
Yep, this is the ride.
It kind of lost me here. I love the concept. I mean, it's very innovative, but I don't think an arcade's quite the right place for it. Personally. Guys, why are we speaking Spanish today? What is happening?
Nobody's
I
nobody's
don't
in
have
there.
it in me. I love y'all, but I don't have that in me.
Yeah, we all came on with the energy of like people wanting to do a real podcast. This is great.
I just finished an 8-hour shift. I'm kind of fried right now. I'm just here for memes.
No, yeah, this might be a bit big of an attraction to have for an arcade, but I still really love the idea of it. Of using
But
that
do
sort
you
of, like,
have Hulk? But do you have Hulk shoving his fist up a Juggernaut's ass?
I think that's the ticket to a good arcade.
That could have been a really good. That could have been a really good simulator where you're Ant-Man and you go up Thanos' ass. That's
I'm excited for the Snyder cut of
Is there
Endgame where
any
that
better
happens.
way
Snyder
to
cut of
kill?
Endgame.
Is there any better way to kill Grimace than just going up his ass and expanding?
I think that's the best way to kill anyone, really. It's quick, it's efficient, it's a little kinky.
Well, I mean, murder is inherently kinky.
Is it?
I
mean,
think it is.
I guess everyone has their thing. I won't judge. Not here on More Pooh Talk. But yeah, I'm just scrolling through to give the images. It's very detailed.
Yeah, I mean the detail's great. The ride is cool. I just don't think it fits an arcade.
Right, and yeah, I don't know what I was just about to say, but I agree.
It's okay. It happens to the best of us.
We're having
Sometimes.
one of those days.
I mean,
Here- so
props
here's
to
the-
them-
here's
props to
like-
them for at least using arcade.
Yeah. Here's the big ticket item. Here's like the big part of the prompt. And I'll be 1,000% honest at a risk of being the asshole. I think this was the weakest of the 3 pinball games.
I agree. I appreciate the effort. I like the little pen ward Thanos on the back glass. But
I like how he has 2 infinity gauntlets.
and he has two left-handed infinity gauntlets at that. I'm sorry. I like the art. It's just kind of funny how happy he is to have 2 left hands.
What he did is he snapped, and instead of wiping out half the universe, he gave himself a second left hand.
That was his wish. He didn't want to He didn't want to kill half the population. He just wanted a second left hand.
I like happy Thanos.
he's so happy, but he's not happy on the front part.
No.
He's actually pretty serious.
Yeah, he looks like he's about to get down to business with his 2 left hands. And not at all to pick on. I imagine this was Mickey.
This is Mickey Nerd. Jesus Christ. It's happening again. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I like it. I do agree that this is the weakest pinball machine. I just don't think the game was quite there.
Yeah, it was just convoluted.
Yeah. Also, this really needed a multi-ball.
Yeah, it didn't have a multi-ball, did it?
Yeah, no. Where this is like the one game that like
Where
screams
is the multi-ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're collecting 6 stones.
Yeah.
Where's the multi-ball?
And they could be the color of the Infinity Stones. Like, it's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it writes itself.
Well, I think he talked about that because I remember I don't remember seeing it in the project, but I remember Doug talking about it in the review, saying that was unrealistic. So I think he did mention multicolored balls.
I think
So-
they were like,
No.
yeah,
It's been a few days since I've read this.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's something that we could have seen if it was like an FX digital pinball table.
Yeah,
But it
I
would
mean,
have been- but yeah, it would have been a neat detail if they had ran with it.
yeah. I mean, there are pinball tables that have different colored balls, like physical ones. I think there were a few that did. Forget which. I think there's one that had like a white ball, like one that had like a black ball. So it's doable, but yeah, it's definitely pushing it.
yeah. I do like the way that you showed how the pinball. I always like getting a POV from inside a pinball machine.
Yeah, it's like Waluigi's Pinball 2. It's great. But no, I enjoyed it. I really appreciate the POV. I like the concept of the table.
Yeah, this was Jesus Christ. This was a great concept and not the best execution.
Yes, yeah, which is okay. It happens. Don't beat yourself up about it.
Nobody's getting eliminated for it. It's okay.
This was such a weird project too.
Yeah,
Where
like,
none of us ever developed a pinball table before.
and if you're not familiar with pinball,
yeah.
like I'm only mildly familiar with pinball, but I can only imagine what it would be like to not know anything about pinball and just be told, yeah, design a pinball table.
Just like jump into it feet first. Yeah, yeah. But
That
yeah,
was fun.
That's me. I have no clue anything about pinball.
so it's an arcade game.
I know that you unleash the ball and then you start using the bumpers.
That's what they call it, yeah. When you put in the quarters, it says "Unleash the ball," in, like big letters. If you hit it at the right time, just a stream of them come down.
Yeah. All right, and then it looks like we've got Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Blast.
Yeah, is this the laser tag?
Yes,
This
we're all
looks
tripping
really
over our
fun.
words today.
I know. I can't talk in general, really. I just sit in silence 20 hours a day. But
Fair. What
This
if
is
I
my-
could?
this is my speaking for the week.
I mean, arcade laser tag is fun. I like laser tag, and I think I like the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
So I like this.
it's a match made in heaven.
Yep,
Because they use lasers,
they do.
and I'm sure they play tag.
Yeah, I mean, Groot probably would win, but
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
but I
but
think
it's cool. I like it.
I also like that you have the selection of basically the entire Guardians
Yeah,
mixtape to choose from.
yeah.
It has a lot of dialogue for a laser tag game.
Does laser tag have dialogue?
No.
You'll hear those like
Like you have your like opening spiel and all that, but like
some of the laser tag games I've been in, they're like it's very, very like you'll hear like if it's themed, like there's one nearby me, it's like it's space fighter thing, and like you'll hear a commander shouting orders at people who don't exist, and it'll like happen every once in a while. So it does happen, but I feel like this is a lot of story.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. But I really appreciate the dialogue. I really like the dialogue.
Yeah, it's all. I mean, it's always a lot of fun to get dialogue. I just don't know how. If that was the part of the, if laser tag was the right place to do all this dialogue.
No, that's very fair. Yeah.
But yeah, that's
It's cool. Is that everything?
I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything, but there's no more. So I imagine this was everything.
Yeah.
I'm
So
just-
great job, guys.
Yeah, good job to Team 6 on the Marvel one.
Yeah. It
Move
was
over
really
to DC.
And this is the longest one.
It is. I went to bed and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna just read these real quick before I go to bed." And then I saw that, and I said, "Fuck it."
And then you went to bed.
Yep. I saw 67, and I said, "No." And then I went to bed anyway.
Done for me. But yeah, this one was really good.
I mean, obviously, the big thing about this one was Pie's game trials. Like, you could play the game. That was
I mean,
nuts.
it's still not an 87-page Fantasyland project.
Right.
I didn't realize that that Itch.io was like open source, like you could just build stuff on it. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that it was all villains themed,
So do I. Yeah,
or like mostly villains themed,
yeah.
because then you got like Nagoman. But
The villains are more fun.
I agree. I mean, I really like DC when it comes to the animated stuff, but the villains are always the best part.
Yeah.
I don't go see Batman movies to watch Batman.
Same.
I could go watch an edgy emo kid with dead parents anywhere.
You're right. Just
Just
go
go to
outside.
Go to a Hot Topic. It's like,
In this open room. Yeah.
but yeah, you got like,
See, here's my thing. I like Batman for the villains. I like Superman for Superman.
I just don't like
Yeah.
Superman.
I mean, Superman
Okay, well, I
can't-
apologize for your taste.
like Superman Metropolis is really cool. Superman Red Sun is fantastic. Regular Superman, it depends.
Now,
Yeah,
Rebirth.
if you're ever looking to give a Superman story a try, I recommend Superman for All Seasons.
Superman for All Seasons, All-Star Superman.
Batman's superior, though, like unequivocally. No one
Yeah.
can tell me otherwise.
I'll agree with you there. I'll die on that hill.
Thank you. So will I.
I vehemently disagree, but
Okay, it's okay to be wrong. Don't worry about it.
no, you're the one that's wrong.
If you're blinded by Superman's fantastic abs, that's your business. But here, I like a little bit more substance.
Dash, you can either create a tie here, or you can just tell Mickey Fan he's wrong. So he's way in on the. If you create a tie, we will have.
You are talking to the man who wrote his senior thesis on Superman.
Well, to be fair, Superman is much more interesting to write about than Batman. But
That is
Batman,
true.
the stories are better.
Yeah,
The IP is better, but everything surrounding the creation of Superman is better than Batman.
I feel like maybe it's like Batman is a lot easier to write for because there are plenty of like
That's exactly what it is.
there's a
That's
lot of
That
bad
is
Batman Superman
exactly
stories out
what
there.
it is.
But like the great Superman stories are just chef's kiss.
do we have to get goofy here to break a tie?
Call him in.
Yeah, but anyway, a lot of really fun stuff to this arcade. And also, can we mention that they wrote up a Teen Titans arcade game?
Yeah, it was really cool.
They did do that. They got a whole bunch of stuff here, and it's just like it's a lot of just like arcade games that are super like DC themed. So I don't think we should dwell too much on those. They were all very good, but they are, just the same game with a theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they certainly found a lot of solid ways of incorporating them.
Oh,
Oh,
for sure,
absolutely.
for sure. I haven't played any of the games. I clicked on them. I saw that they were games, and then I said no because, as Dash knows, I don't play video games.
They're a lot of fun. You should try them. You should take the plunge.
Maybe I will.
You should.
Just as to say that I did.
And they're short too, though.
And then maybe I can talk about these video games that a total of like 15 people ever play.
Yeah, you'll finally know 3 video games.
Right.
It's perfect.
It'll be great. I can expand beyond Zoo Tycoon too.
Yeah, these were really
Iconic
cool.
game, though.
Yeah, Zoo Tycoon.
Iconic game.
Yeah.
I wish they made a third one.
Well, they
Planet-
sort of did.
Planet Zoo's fine, but like, there's so much to it.
Also, side note, all you kids with PlayStations, Planet Coaster's on sale right now.
Yeah, I bought it and then haven't opened it yet. Because my PlayStation is a glorified Netflix machine.
That's fair. I need to pick it up at some point. I just wish it would play on my Mac. Oh no, it's on Mac now. It might play on my Mac. I'll figure that out.
It is?
Yeah, it came on. They added some Mac back in like November, it's at the very least coming. I know that for a fact.
But yeah, here's the Teen Titans Slam that Dash was talking about.
Yeah, and this was really cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
everything that was here is very well detailed.
Yeah, absolutely.
The fact that they had all of the just all of the detail, it really is impressive for reality. Yes.
Yes.
Team Reality to just once again do this.
Yeah.
But it also makes it difficult to review.
Oh, it
But
is
no,
on
it's-
Mac.
What?
Sorry, I was looking to see if Planet Coaster was on Mac.
Yeah. I don't lie. I'm not a liar.
I was fact checking.
Hey, it's fine in the world that we live in. It's very fair.
Joker's actively spreading fake news here.
I don't know. I saw it on my Facebook groups, so I figured. No, this is really good. Planet Coaster is coming to Mac, and yeah, Teen Titans was cool.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Love me some Teen Titans. Don't love me some Teen Titans Go, but I do love me some Teen Titans.
It has its moment.
Teen Titans Go to the Movies was unironically a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It
Luke,
was.
you are absolutely not going to dox me. No matter how hard you try, I will not let you.
You have my email, Nigel.
Also,
you don't have to dox me. You have my email is on the channel. You just have to go back and find it.
and I've definitely been doxed multiple times on this channel. So,
Here's the. The pinball's down below. I saw the play the pinball, and then I scrolled up, but it's actually
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
what-
yeah, if we scroll on down past some of the other fun projects, we can find the pinball table.
Go ahead.
Joker's Pinball Madhouse.
There it is. I never clicked that. I just scrolled down to find it.
there it is.
I thought that was going to make me play the game. Out of the 3, this was my second favorite. It was very fun. I can imagine it being a lot of fun. I think the Joker has a great theme for it. But again, I think it was a tiny bit convoluted. Not as convoluted as the other one.
I really enjoy having this being based off of the Pinball Circus, but I definitely agree with the convolutedness. And I feel like in some places, like the villains weren't used as well as they could have been.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Freeze could have been like a really cool like magnet ball lock, like things like that. But I love the idea. I love the levels of it. I'm glad that I appreciate that it was based off of something unique like the Pinball Circus.
I
But-
also like that they put in the average height of people in the Middle East
Yes.
to make sense for how tall their pinball machine is, and it makes me happy to know that I'm taller than the average height in the Middle East.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I enjoyed it.
it was.
Yeah.
I like the Harley Quinn little quips.
Yeah.
She's
I
one
think
character I'm like 50-50 on, but I think she fits here perfectly.
I think it would have been cool if they used a few other villains for the callouts as well.
I agree. There could have been
Riddler taunting your pinball prowess.
Yeah,
Or just-
no, absolutely.
Arnold Schwarzenegger replying to or replaying Mr. Freeze,
Yeah.
like in the classic film Batman and
I
Robin.
will unironically say Batman and Robin is a campy masterpiece.
Oh my god.
You're just dying on a lot of wrong opinions here.
Yeah. You're having
It is
a
a
bad day.
campy masterpiece. It is a tribute to the peak of the Silver Age.
Yeah, but do we really want that?
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't, but in this case, yes.
It really depends on how you execute the Silver Age, which reminds me, Batman Brave and the Bold was a sorely underwatched iteration of Batman.
Yes, and it is on HBO Max now, so watch it. Or I think it's on HBO Max. If it is, watch it. If it's not, don't.
Nigel, I don't know what those crimes are, but if you're talking about tax evasion, I'm gonna need to see the IRS identification before I admit anything to you.
Yeah, that could go a lot of ways.
Yeah,
You can
don't
be
like those-
insinuating some pretty bad.
yeah. I don't know what you're insinuating, but I'm gonna take it as stealing a metric shit ton of crab rangoons from my local Chinese restaurant, because that would be something I would get arrested.
That's how
If it's a buffet, that means you can take as much as you want, damn it.
And if it's not a buffet, you just make it a buffet by taking as much as you want.
Well, I mean, really though, what's a restaurant if not a buffet with extra steps?
It's fair. It's very fair.
Yeah. You just have to get a waiter shirt and start taking meals, and
Exactly.
then sitting down in an empty booth and eating them.
Yeah.
I was a little confused by the Toy Story here.
Yeah, I don't
But
think I appreciate the pictures. I don't think you needed that one.
Like, it was very jarring. I'm like, Toy Story.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, the famous DC villain Buzz Lightyear. But no, all in all, I really enjoyed this pinball table. I think it was a little big,
Yeah.
but I like the levels. I think the idea was cool. I also think it was a little too point based too, where I feel like something like this should have been goal based. But it was a lot of fun. It's really cool. I think this is a good way to do a Batman table. Just focus on the villains, focus on different villains.
I agree, absolutely. My cousin used to have a cheap Batman table his dad did in his game room, and we beat the absolute shit out of that thing. But it was boring because it was just Batman, and it could have been the villains.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine using Mad Hatter as one of the villains for it.
Oh, I would love that. Mad Hatter's one of the best. But that's the other thing. Copperhead
Mad
was kind of
Hatter
a
is
weird
underrated.
choice. No, I agree. I like Copperhead, and I understand why you used her, and I'm pretty sure you used her because you took the art from the Arkham games, but that's okay. But she was definitely a weirder choice. But I appreciate.
Okay, but was
I think of trying to throw in one that is definitely a more obscure, lesser known pick, amongst like all the really well-known ones.
Right, and that's a pretty good one to pick.
Absolutely.
Educate the children.
Yeah. Should have done the Penny Plunderer.
Yeah.
Or the Eraser. That's
Condiment
my favorite
Man.
shitty Batman villain. Condiment King.
That one's a pretty good one.
Film
Kite
Fruit.
Man.
Oh my god.
There's a good one. There's a
Who?
great villain.
Kite Man?
Kite Man.
Yeah. My god.
But yeah, and then we got some food.
Yeah. It's edible.
It is,
Cool.
and that's my favorite kind. I appreciate a shout out to our sponsor,
I know, it's there.
Budweiser Zero.
And I'm glad that you guys finally addressed that the people in Dubai can't drink alcohol.
Yep. They actually can't. Like, they turn into dust.
Oh no.
Like, it gets bad. That's why we were so critical of The Simpsons.
Yeah, as you were killing so many people.
Right. It was just it was
Massacre.
horrible.
Yeah. It was just a death park.
Everything I've ever built with dinosaurs in Zoo Tycoon 2, basically.
Oh my god.
The dining room.
Was
There's
this
a lot
art?
of- Yeah, I don't know. I imagine this was like custom.
Yeah, did someone make this or is this from something?
Someone tell us. Someone who's on that team tell us, because
Tell us right now. We're gonna sit in silence until we get an
Right
answer.
yeah, this would be a weird thing to just like find on the internet. And
Yeah.
be like, oh yes, perfect. The dining room.
I will also say, solid little chuckle from Danny the Restroom.
Yeah, I really like that. I literally, my first thought was, why isn't this a gender neutral restroom? And then it was addressed, and then I left. But no, it was really cool. I think that was a great poll for the restroom. I thought it was The Sims too, Sharon and Susan. Okay, it was Laura Baines Bradley. Cool.
And then trash cans. There they are.
Trash cans.
There they are.
We'll love us some trash cans.
We do. It's where we belong.
It is.
It's like
More
seeing.
food. More Pooh Talk brought to you from inside multiple different trash cans and screen right to your computer. Let's go to team time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here it is. So this was me and Dash, and obviously the rest of Team Time. But Dash and I are here physically, so we matter more.
Your worth instantly increases substantially when you appear on an episode of More Pooh Talk.
It does. My worth does.
This
My
is
self-worth
a
does.
fact.
Ooh, yes. My
Why do you think I keep coming back?
Before
Yeah.
y'all were my podcasting buddies, I couldn't have cared less about any of you.
But here we go. I'll let you guys take it away, but I just wanted to say, Pie's games, in my opinion, were the best part of DC Funverse. But as a whole, and obviously that was like the best, or the most unique, most creative thing that had been done in these rounds. But I think as a whole, this was my favorite of the three presentations. And I think you guys were robbed. And I don't say that because I'm talking to you two here and you have the power to kick me out. I say that with honesty.
Okay, I'll kick you if you insist. No, I obviously I'm very biased, but this is the project that I was probably the saltiest about losing, because I was super proud of obviously my work, but also my entire team's work, and I feel like ours was consistently good all around.
Yeah, this really came together well under this uniting theme of Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah. I was also slightly perturbed that even the judges didn't know why we lost. But, it's fine. But yeah, no, so obviously we did Hanna-Barbera. We came to this pretty quickly. I know we were talking about DC as well, because Dash really wanted to do DC, I think. But
DC was like one of the easy go-to sort of arcade themes that was on my head, which, makes sense as we saw from the previous team.
Yeah.
But Hanna-Barbera does at least get to feel like a slightly more unique, while still being a pretty solid fit for an arcade.
Oh, absolutely. Like I think it ended up fitting really well, and I think we definitely made the right choice going with Hanna-Barbera, if only for its uniqueness. But yeah, let's get on into it.
Jump over to the arcade.
Arcade. This was Dash.
Yep, which...
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Forgot there was so many pages.
Yeah, first we've got the general overview here, sort of talking about the placement of the arcade along with the sort of design scheme for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I don't have too much to say about that. This was Dash.
Yes, prices. I quite enjoy.
Yeah. Now, the Jetsons Future Fun Fair, which was like the big portion that I had worked on. And just Jetsons as like our core arcade space was just really leaping to me right away. And so, I got the sort of general description with the whole Jetsons aesthetic, Chronovision TVs showing clips of Hanna-Barbera cartoons. And then mention some of like the classic arcade games that would be here.
I know 3 or 4 of those. I'm impressed.
Which ones do you know? We can go through them.
All right, I know Pac-Man. I know Donkey Kong.
Okay.
I know Street Fighter,
Okay.
and I know who the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are.
You don't know Space Invaders?
Maybe I do. I don't know. I don't know the name.
You probably recognize it. It's the one that's like very, very old. They have one at Pop Century. There's like aliens going down the screen, and you're like a little spaceship at the bottom, and you have to shoot them before they get to the bottom.
I do know that one.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what it was called.
Yeah, Space Invaders.
And so then we moved down, and I mentioned having a space for pinball tables as well. So there's a variety of those.
Also, I just started playing Theater of Magic, and it's really fucking good. I really like Theater of Magic now.
Oh, yeah. When I was listing a few of the machines there, that was one that I saw highly regarded. So threw that in. And then we've got our exclusive Hanna-Barbera game. And Hooded Claw Machine. That was just natural name. And we had to get some Penelope Pit Stop rep in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hong Kong Fooey Fruit Chop. Basically Fruit Ninja with a Hong Kong Fooey theme. Pugilant.
Which we were discussing the pun for, and it goes way deeper than you think.
Yeah, so this is a big boy word.
Yeah, this is a pun for linguists.
Yeah, turns out there's an actual word known as pugilant, which means someone prone to boxing, but the name works well as a pun to tie in with adamant.
Yeah.
Then we've got Kabong, basically El Kabong themed whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
Spacely Stacker, which is one of those stacker arcade games.
Those are the ones I'm the best at, and I always seem to win really shitty prizes from.
I'm really good at that too. I can never beat it, but I can always get to the top.
Yeah, I'll get to the last one, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you lose, asshole."
Yeah, that's what they say.
Me another $1. Maybe you'll win the iPad 2. Happy 2019.
We have 2007 iPod Nanos.
Then we've got Alley-Oop Hoops, basketball game themed around Top Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pebbles and Bam Bam's mini boulder ball, so basically skee ball. Birdman solar shooting gallery.
And that was a good sorry, that was a good pull too, because I know I was talking about like a quick draw McGraw shooting gallery. I think that Birdman worked really well too.
Oh yeah, thank you for that. We got Snaggle plus Says. You know, basically Simon Says game but themed around Snaggle plus.
Mm.
And then finally we've got Future Flyers, a big, our sort of big VR attraction here of, you know, putting you basically into the seat of one of those flying cars from the Jetsons.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo Pinball.
This one was my baby.
This was my favorite, and I'm shocked that there isn't a real Scooby-Doo Pinball.
It's really weird that there isn't. I know I've said this a few times, but I was very close to going with. I really wanted to do like an obscure IP, so I was like looking at like Perils of Penelope Pit Stop or like the Banana Splits or like something like weird like that. And then I thought about Scooby-Doo because Dash mentioned Scooby-Doo, and I thought about it more, and it literally just wrote itself. So it was like it was too easy, so I just did it, and I think it worked out really well.
I feel like the Banana Splits would have been pretty good too.
I know, I really want to do that. Maybe I will. I also want to do. I was telling. I think I told you guys this last time. I really want to do a Space Ghost table, where if you hit Brack, that has like a Brack toy, and if you hit him too many times, his voice changes into Andy Merrill.
Mm-hmm.
Like stuff like that. But yeah, there's like a ton of cool things you could do with it. But Scooby-Doo, I was really proud of. I think it worked out really well. This took me too long to make. And I was like, shit, this is my first foray into graphic design. And yeah, that makes sense, Sharon and Susan. I was talking to you guys about this before we went on, and I thought it was really weird that even when the James Gunn movie came out, there wasn't a pinball table made, because you would think that there would be.
I feel like it would almost be for the sequel, though.
Yeah, I mean, either of them, really. Like, I'm kind of surprised.
Like, if I could imagine walking into like the comic store in the Old Port in Portland and just seeing at the back like a Scooby-Doo, the second movie. What was it, like Monsters Island? Monsters Island. I almost feel like that's too much of a miss.
Yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed working on this. I think it was my favorite project. Yeah, another very natural pick. Flintstones bowling, it's pretty easy.
I wish more people did bowling. I fucking love bowling.
Yeah, I think bowling's like very natural for an arcade.
I haven't been bowling in like years because none of my friends ever want to go, and I don't want to go bowling alone. So I've gone alone, and it's not fun. But
no, I'm sure.
Enough about my sad life. Let's get over here.
This one was really cool too, and I think Sharon and Susan did a really great job with it. This was something that I thought would be cool. There's a mall near me that actually has one of these inside of it, but they look like little helicopters. So I thought it would be a cool idea, and I'm glad that we ended up going with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I wish I could have found a picture of that one specifically, because one of our reviewers thought that it was too dangerous for an arcade, and it's really not.
I'm glad Wacky Races got some love here, because Wacky Races was the Hanna-Barbera cartoon that I'd wake up every morning and just put on while I ate cereal on
Good.
Boomerang.
It's too good.
Yeah, another natural fit for like a little VR race game thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I really enjoyed this. This is Theme Park Priest, and he did a really great job.
Yeah. Secret Squirrel.
This is like one of the first ideas that we had.
Really?
Yeah, this is like I think this is Sharon and Susan. Theme Park Priest wrote it. But yeah, this is like one of the first ideas that someone had. It's like a secret squirrel escape room. I know we for a while we talked about doing a few IPs, like having like 3 experiences for different IPs. We almost did Scooby Doo until I did the pinball table, and then we almost did Johnny Quest. We scaled it back. It would have been perfect, yeah. We scaled back a little bit to just Secret Squirrel.
Yeah. A more laser tag, Space Ghost makes total sense.
I think this is my favorite laser tag of the 3.
I agree.
Yeah, I really like the passages that open, and I just like Space Ghost. I like the aesthetic. I like the characters.
Yeah, Space Ghost is one that doesn't get a lot of love, besides like memes every once in a while.
Yeah.
Here he is, the one who is supposed to save us from the evils of Butt Cluck.
The Messiah in the flesh. He's back.
All hail Yogi!
You've heard of Jesus Christ.
All
Here's
hail
Jesus.
Yogi!
He's other than the average Lord and Savior.
That was good. That was a really good Yogi impression.
Yeah, thank you.
I think you should come on and just do Yogi impressions from now on. I want you to do it in character from now on, Dash. You can't come on the podcast unless you're doing a full-on Yogi Bear impression.
Specifically, Yogi Christ.
Right. Please do Yogus Christ.
Yogus Christ. Like,
Yogus Christ!
this sounds more Latin.
Eat of this picnic basket, for it is my flesh.
Oh no! Oh god! Thank God, Theme Park Priest isn't here. he was.
Yeah.
And here's the conclusion, and there it is, a message from our sponsor.
This is such a bad commercial.
It's such a bad product.
I know. Oh, it has no sugar, so it's healthy.
Right. It's got nothing. I don't even know what it is. I think it's literally just piss.
It's basically just diet
Okay.
beer.
So I say that Bud Light tastes like gross water. Budweiser Zero doesn't even have alcohol in it, so it actually is just gross water.
It's just
Again,
worthless.
Budweiser Zero.
What do you need?
Shit is
Deuce
one of
drinking drive.
I hate it. I keep
Guys,
saying
you got to wrap this shit up, guys.
we are about to. We just finished.
Okay, perfect. Just wrap this shit up. It's WandaVision.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
we have to
I'm not
go. I
even
love
here
you all.
tonight, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not on.
No, you're good.
We're being censored.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Well,
just
Yep.
Good show tonight.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
kids have a great night. We gotta go.
Dad is putting us away, but it's okay.
God is putting
Dad
us.
said we have to go.
Sleep well. Good night. Sleep tight, and don't let evil Tiki bite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who did put that in there? Very quickly. I thought that was you, Sharon and Susan. I certainly did not.
Oh yeah. Looking at earlier in the comments, it was a theme park priest that had suggested the escape room.
Oh, was it? Okay, perfect. In any event, yeah, it was great. But we gotta go. You're all beautiful. I don't know when we'll be back. You'll find out. But yeah, have a fantastic evening, and I'll have a great afternoon. Goodbye.